Haha! Comedy ensues. Hello and welcome to another installment of Vinny Views. I am Vinny and today love is in the air because Valentine's Day is just around the corner. So today I'm going to be counting down my top 25 favorite romantic comedies of all time. Yes, I love a good romantic comedy. I'm a fan of this fantasy world where everyone falls in love. But before I get into the highlighted top 10 countdown, here is a look at numbers 25 through 11.
Oh, you're gonna go with like a bunch of people, or yeah, you want like a designated driver, right?
No. I mean, you and me, we could go together.
Do you think I'm pretty? Whoa! Look at me! Look at me!
I'm not really good at talking to girls.
Why? You're hot.
What?
You know, you're an appealing guy. Man, guy.
You're calling him?
Yeah, I want to make sure he didn't hurt himself while he was killing the blonde.
That's so sweet.
I'm calling the police.
That woman that you saw by the pool the other night. No, that woman that you just have to spend the rest of your life with. That was me.
Well, I only came to tell you that this can't go anywhere beyond this evening.
And you should have worn a different dress.
I'm Lucy.
Oh, Henry Roth. Nice to meet you. We are.
Getting married.
We are getting married.
Yes. Can't fight a love like ours. So, are we good?
I can't believe you've had sex with Amanda. She's been there 5 days. And then you meet her and immediately get into her knickers.
Still me.
Oh, you are already falling in love with me.
I'm gonna make you wish you were dead.
When you're my age, guys will be lined up around the block for you.
You have to say that because you're my teacher.
Actually, I shouldn't say that because I'm your teacher.
Did you ever like somebody but the timing was off?
I'm in love with your daughter.
Way off.
What the hell are you standing around talking to us for? Go and look for her.
I actually came over here because I think you're really cute.
So do you want to go out sometime?
We're gonna take off now. What, do you want to go to jail? I'm a bad guy.
Christmas is the time to be with the people you love.
Yeah, I need a car.
You go, girl.
All right, continuing the countdown at number 10, it's a new one called To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Here's the thing. I had to make it look like I liked you so somebody else wouldn't think I liked them.
What if we let people think that we were actually together?
Let's do this.
This is probably the newest and most recent entry in this romantic comedy list because it is just so adorable. This girl writes letters to all the boys that she's loved, but she never sends them, but then her sister like gives her the push and like actually sends them for her. And it's just really cute. Watch it, it's on Netflix. Number 9 on the countdown is Crazy Stupid Love.
I don't know when you and I stopped being us. You know, when I told you that I had to work late, I really went to see the new Twilight movie by myself.
And it was so bad.
This is the movie starring Steve Carell, Julianne Moore, Ryan Gosling, Emma Stone, Marissa Tomei. It is just a long list of really talented actors, and it's such a great movie. It's got a nice little twist into it. You know, Emma Stone's falling in love with Ryan Gosling, and Steve Carell's getting advice from Ryan Gosling, and Julianne Moore is dating Kevin Bacon. It's just this lighthearted romantic comedy that just gets you in the heart. Number 8 on the countdown is Hitch.
One man.
My name is Alex Hitchens. Call me Hitch.
Can help you come close.
Let me give you my number. Do you have a pen?
Yes, I do.
Great.
It's just so precious, and I've seen it so many times. Will Smith plays this romantic relationship guru, falls in love with Eva Mendes, and all the tricks that he keeps trying to use on her are all the tricks that he teaches all of his clients, but they're not working. It's a perfect blend of great music, great actors, great performances, lighthearted comedy. Number 7 on the countdown is It's Complicated.
Having an affair with a married man. You're not saying.
Oh, yes, I am.
Turns out I'm a bit of a slut.
That's right, this movie is very complicated. It stars Meryl Streep and Alec Baldwin, who are divorcees, who start having an affair with each other because Alec Baldwin is now remarried, and so they start rekindling their flame. But alas, Meryl Streep also has the hots for Steve Martin, who's redoing her giant-ass house. It gets very complicated, so watch it and find out. Number 6 on the countdown is Overboard.
This missing link person is not my husband.
Welcome home, baby!
Overboard is a staple in the rom-com genre. It's got Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell, one of their romantic films together where, you know, she's in a coma and she doesn't remember who she is, so he kidnaps her and takes her home to his 3 boys, and they all pretend that she's, you know, their long-lost mom. It's kind of creepy, but it's cute. Number 5 on the countdown is Crazy Rich Asians.
If Nick chose me, he would lose his family. And if he chose his family, he might spend the rest of his life resenting you.
You nasty, you kinda nasty, you got nastier.
Asian representation, but not only that, it's just a really well done film based on the best-selling book. It tells the story of this girl who goes home to meet her man's family only to find out that they are crazy and rich, and she's trying to fit in. She does all these things, but she just doesn't fit in, and so she tries to conform, but then she's like, no, I'm gonna be myself, and you're gonna love me and appreciate me, and you're like, yes, girl. Number 4 on the countdown is My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you want to see some brochures? Found them.
Nia Vardalos plays this down and out, kind of ugly duckling who gets a makeover, goes to school, trying to get her life on track, and then she meets this man who happens to not be Greek. And that's the big no-no for the family, because when you marry her, you marry the entire family. Even if you're not Greek, you can see a lot of your own family dynamics in this family as well. Number 3 on the countdown is The Wedding Singer.
You're the wedding singer.
How you doing? I'm Robbie.
I'm Julia.
In a story about finding love where you least expect it.
Uh-oh. What? You like her? No, I don't.
This is a classic tale of Adam Sandler as a wedding singer and Drew Barrymore, who is a waiter in this catering company, and they happen to all do the same weddings together. Hey, imagine that. Adam Sandler's character Robbie Hart is just recently split up from his fiance, and he starts falling in love with Drew Barrymore, who's engaged to be married to some douchebag. It's just a really great film that has so many different dynamics going on, and it just all works so well. Number 2 on the countdown is Love, Simon.
Hey! I like your boots! I said I like your boots! Goodbye!
It's about a boy who happens to be gay, and it's not a big deal. Well, it is a big deal. If you see the movie, it's a big deal. It's part of the whole thing. He's coming to terms with his sexuality as he grows older and getting ready for college, and he's trying to balance friendship and his own personal life and his family, but he's talking to this guy, he's talking to another kid from school who happens to be closeted, and so they fall in love with each other, but they don't know who each other is, and it's just really precious, and it's really funny and lighthearted, and the fact that this movie exists, it's something that I wish I would have seen on the big screen when I was, you know, in high school or junior high, just to see that. So the fact that it's there to represent this entire generation that's growing up knowing that it's okay to be who you are, I think it's a beautiful thing, and that's why it's so high on this countdown, because I just love it so much. And my number 1 favorite rom-com of all time is My Best Friend's Wedding.
I realize this comes at a very inopportune time. Marry me.
This is like the anti-rom-com, but it's still a rom-com. Julia Roberts plays this food critic who's very tough. She's very into herself. She likes being alone, but she wants her best friend, but they're just friends. And then when she thinks that he's gonna ask her to go out and they're gonna finally be together for the rest of their lives, he tells her that he's getting married to somebody else. So she has to fly out there and try to win her best friend back, and she does all these things to be evil and vindictive and turning people against each other. And then there's this big random musical number where all these, you know, dancing lobster hands are waving in the air, and then she's, you know, still trying to win him back, and they're about to get married, and then all of a sudden, you know, she kisses him, she kisses the best friend, and almost ruins the wedding, but then they end up getting married, and then at the end it's like, oh my god, like, what are you gonna do? And like, no, she's gonna dance with her gay best friend, and things are gonna be fine because she's independent and she can be your own woman. That is all for this installment of Vinny Views. If you liked what you saw, please be sure to subscribe down below, share with all of your friends, and I will see you next time on Vinny Views. Bye!
1, 2, 3,
Get rid of this shine on my face. I'm so oily. Jesus.